Hello everybody, welcome to Wednesday Fitness. So today I wanted to share a video on a little bit on strength training. I get a lot of questions about well, how do you build your program, or how do I know if it's right for me to go ahead and move up in my weights? So today I'm just gonna focus on dumbbells because I feel like dumbbells are a great way of strength training and actually seeing results as well. And obviously you can definitely use the machines and everything like that, but I feel like when it comes to functional training, you can do a lot more that deals with like everyday, movement patterns. So this is something that I will demonstrate here by grabbing a few weights, and I'll be right back. Okay, so some of the things I'm going to demonstrate are some of the exercises that will hopefully help you kind of know a few ways in which to use dumbbells. The first one I'm going to do is your basic. So dumbbell curls. So basically you could do two versions. This is just straight down and straight up. Now some people like to do the rotation because it does activate the biceps a little bit more in your rotation, okay? The other ones are your triceps. Now you can do tricep kickbacks with these by keeping the elbow in place. Slight bend allows it to not infect the back while you're standing here, because sometimes when people are here, they might not have a strong lower back. So sometimes doing a staggered step and pulling the elbows back, kicking it out, and keeping the elbow in place will really activate those triceps. You can also do what's called a tricep extension, where you have it like above your head and you're pushing all the way up. Okay, so I'm gonna just bend slightly so you can see it in the camera, okay? Although the proper form is, you could do it staggered step. I find staggering your step is much better because it'll keep your spine aligned and you don't compromise that lower back. So here you can do it this way, where it's staggered, and then you do a slight lean, and then you come out, keeping the elbows nice and tight. A lot of times, a lot of the clients I work with, because they have a weak stability in their arms, they'll start bringing those elbows away from their head. You really want to keep it close to your head, so then that way you really feel it in those triceps, okay? The next one that I'm going to demonstrate are with 10 pounds. So if say you're doing bicep curls and you're like, okay, I can knock out like 30 of these. If you can hit 20 and you are not struggling at say 17, then I would increase your weights. When I first started as a trainer, I had worked with at a studio where they were doing 15-minute workouts, and I used to think, no way, there's no way you could get really results in 15 minutes. But when I was doing them, I was noticing that I was able to do so much in such a little time, but it really requires you knowing how to do it. So usually you want to kind of, if you're doing 15 minutes, you want to hit at least 20 reps for your workout. And if you can find that, hey, you know what, I can hit about 17, and if you find yourself going and you're breathing really hard through their last 3, then you're pretty much at a good weight. If you wanted to see if you want to increase those weights, then obviously it's gonna be less reps. But the goal is, if you're doing the 15-minute, you want to do higher reps, and you want to make sure that the weights are a little bit heavier, just to enable you to see the most results. The other ways, you can definitely hypertrophy your muscles quicker by increasing the weight. So those are just an example of that. Now the second or the third exercise I'm going to show is basically a bench row. So I personally you can put your hands on a bench or something elevated. Some people like to get down onto a bench themselves and do the bent row that way. You can also do it slightly standing by placing your other hand right on your knee, making sure your back is flat, and then you're just going to lift all the way through and down. And if you cannot get through 20 reps at the certain whatever weight it is, then I think that weight might be too heavy. For my clients have asked me, well, how is it that you create some programs where it's like 20 reps, or some of them are less than 20 reps? That really depends on your program. That really depends on what your goals are. If you're doing a longer stretch and not 15 minutes and maybe you're doing 30 minutes, then I would definitely consider doing like 15 reps, maybe twice, maybe doing a mini circuit. But it's really up to you and kind of like how you want to shape your body. Some people want to be more toned. Some people really want to bulk up and get bigger. So you're gonna want heavier weights at less reps. So maybe doing like something like 12, 10, 8, and then 12 again. Those are definitely gonna hypertrophy and really build a lot of strength, but it's a longer stretch. So you're talking, if you're doing 4 sets of something, then you're probably gonna be in the gym for at least an hour, especially if you're hitting all the major muscle groups that you want. But if you're only there and you've got, hey, I don't have a lot of time and I need to get through all of it, you can literally hit every single muscle group by doing 20 reps and you'll probably be out of there within 20, 30 minutes. So I hope that kind of helped, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope that this kind of gave you guys an idea on like how do I help increase, you know, my strength and what formats you can use to be able to do that. If you have any questions below, give me a shout out or put a message in there. And if any of my videos have been really helpful, click that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. And with that said, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.